G'day, hope you've been well. Attached is the March 2018 quarterly report. After a good start to the quarter, we saw the tensions between China and America playing effect on the volatility of markets, and really in February we saw the majority of the market come back to where it was, I guess, in late 2017. Most of this revolved around these trade wars that China and America were going through, and the uncertainty of that did play on both overseas and local share markets. Specifically in Australia, we had the majority of sectors were unfortunately in negative, but it had been a fair while since we have had a negative quarter, so it was only a matter of time really till we were going to have another down quarter. The one positive obviously was the healthcare sector, which continues to perform, and the real basis for investing in that sector with the ageing population is continuing to show through. On a 12-month basis, the Australian share market was slightly down. Our portfolios have held up relatively strongly in that period, given the fact that the majority of them focus on income streams. That's been the regular contributor to performance over the last 12 months. So we've been getting good performance in recent quarters as the market's been running well, while on the downside we're preserving capital. So the portfolios are structured and performing as we would hope them to in potentially volatile times. Clearly, one of the biggest things that's been playing on the local market has been the Royal Commission into the banking sector, and no doubt you would have seen some of the headlights on the news. We'll be providing you with a more comprehensive summary as the dust settles and the true findings come through, but at the moment, I mean, it's just to be aware of the fact that it is going on clearly, and that is causing a few issues in relation to the share price. We're quite comfortable still with the banks as an investment holding, because I mean the main basis for investing with them was for the income stream, and yes, there will be some fallout from the Royal Commission, but we're still comfortable that the majority of those reasons for investing will remain the same. Having said that, we continue to monitor the holdings, and as we do with all the portfolio, and we'll continue to make recommendations as they come about. As we come into the end of the financial year, it's really important to be aware of the new contribution options for employees. We recently wrote an article on the ability now for employees to be able to make a lump sum tax deductible contribution into super leading into the financial year. So it's really important just to be aware of your options there, and talk to us if you have any questions. One final thing that came out in the last quarter was Labor's announcements in relation to the refund of franking credits. And for those of you in pension phase, that will have a consequence if it goes through to the level of performance of the portfolios. As you're aware, if you look at your quarterly report, there is the franking credits number is listed there for the quarter, and that forms a large percentage of the tax refunds that you're getting when we do the SMSF tax returns and those refunds come in. So it'll be very interesting to watch this space to see whether Labor continues with their policy of removing those franking credits, because ultimately for a large percentage of our clients that's going to be a large amount of difference between the refunds from last year compared to going forward in the tens of thousands of dollars. So it's something just to be really conscious of, and it's something to really keep an eye on when we approach the upcoming election. Moving forward towards the end of the year, we still think that there's good employment growth in Australia and around the world. The strong financial numbers are still going well around the globe, and it's really good to see that the US are actually looking at increasing interest rates based on the strong performance that they're receiving overseas. Clearly there's a bit of volatility to come as we do see Trump and his tactics of negotiations continue to play out, but we're still cautiously optimistic as we go through the rest of the calendar year. So if you've got any questions, feel free to give us a yell, and we look forward to speaking with you soon. Cheers.